Hey guys, I just wanted to go over these ASV levers if you're thinking about getting some for your WR250R. This is a 2010. I do love this bike. It's been a lot of fun. So I decided, I got a damaged left hand, so I decided to see if I could make my clutch pull easier and more smooth. And I bought these ASVs. I also like the adjustability on the fly depending upon what I'm up to that day. But I got both levers, the left and the right, brake and clutch. I like them a lot. I think they could do maybe a little better job with helping you fit them on the bikes, because the perch, I'm using the original Yamaha perch. As you can see, this is where the rearview mirror would go. But I just put the spacer on. I tried it before and I didn't really like it, so I didn't put the spacer on. But ASV sent me this little plastic spacer, as you can see in here. Now, their spacer didn't really line up. I believe this is an original stock WR perch, and you can see the bolt pattern is staggered at an angle here, and the spacer had a straight bolt pattern, meaning that it was straight up and down. So I could only get one of the bolts through one of the holes on the spacer. The other one is staggered off, because as you can see, the hole for the this is the spacer, would be right here. So it's obviously only got one. It doesn't really matter. It's not going to go anywhere. You can see the bolt still pinches. There's the spacer. The hole would be in line with this, as you can see, and it does work. Now, why do you want the spacer? What happens is, it seems like these guys could do a better job of making a lever that curves out around this, what do you call it, switch module here. The, directionals, headlights, obviously the horn, I'm sorry, the horn has a bulge to it. And if you don't do that, I literally had to rotate this all the way so it was vertical, or, up and down, so that so this wouldn't run into it. So right now this misses it by like a millimeter, you can see in there. So, and then the grip I cut away because that was running into that as well. I wish they made something, in my opinion, that fit better with a curve out here, and then the lever dropped back so that it would clear all this stuff and not be, trying to custom fit things and retrofit with spacers. It seems like, WR is one of the most common bikes on the planet now, and a good bike. So it would be nice if the levers were a little more fitted to this bike. I don't think their perch gives you any better advantage, so I just stuck with this. Problem with the way I like to keep my levers, I like to keep them so angled downward, because I'm usually standing on this bike, in the trails. I do more dirt riding with it, that my hand's more comfortable with the wrist being in line on the pull, because I do have this damaged hand. But either way, I don't understand really how people keep levers flat, like up here, because your wrist, it gets bent, and it doesn't, your wrist, as you know, doesn't want to clamp when it's in a bent position. It wants to, be in line. So I always tilt my levers further down. Anyway, I think they're nice levers. It definitely improved the pull. You want to push your lever to get leverage. You want to be pulling on the end of the lever as much as possible, because that's where the leverage is. It's not as easy to pull here as it is to pull out here, obviously. So you want to slide this as far as you can, but these Pro Taper bars that came when I bought this bike, they turn here quickly, and they start to get fatter. It's mostly the turn that causes an issue. So I really can't go beyond that turn. So I wasn't able to slide it further this way to get this closer to, so that I'd have the best leverage by grabbing the end of the lever. Anyway, I hope that helps you guys. I appreciate any likes and subscribes, and I'll do some other information. I've got some other WR videos in here, but it's got a nice on the fly adjustment. You can extend the range or shorten it up, and it does seem to be quite a nice lever. Now, they're not cheap, so I do think they're a little overpriced for what they are, considering I didn't get purchase and everything. The brake, I don't want shorties. The brake levers over here, this is nice too. They are fairly short for the regular length. Like I said, to me, buying a shorty doesn't make sense because I don't get the leverage. I'd rather have a long lever and slide it over, and then it becomes a a little shorty right here in a sense, but I had the leverage. Well, I hope that helps you guys. The next move obviously would be a Magura hydraulic clutch, so I'm thinking about that, but they're kind of pricey too, and they've got a newer version, I guess, that's even more money. But we'll see if I can how this works out. I've used them for a few months now, but I just put this spacer on today. Hope that helps you guys. I'll put some links down below to what I got. Thanks.